Welcome to Chicagoland Speedway here on NASCAR Heat 5. We are live for round 29 of the 2023 NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series season, hosted here on NASCAR Heat 5 on the PlayStation consoles. And we are gathered for the very first playoff race of the 2023 Platinum Cup season, folks. It's the round of 16. We are here at that point of the season. It's that time again of the year. It's postseason time, it's championship time, and all of these drivers are in championship mode. Right now, your race leader, Harold Burden, the driver of the 12 Ford Mustang, comes into the playoffs, the 7th seed and winless this season, but looking to change that here, leading some laps and looking good. Working lap 18 or 19 of stage number 2. It's a 37-lap stage. On the pole for this race is the number 16 of Angelo, but since then he has dropped back in the running order a little bit. Some drivers out of sequence, some drivers decided to short pit here in stage 2. Everyone going to need to pit at some point or another in stage 2. The 7 car of Rush Downing. Yeah, the 7 car of Rush Downing was in the grass over in 3 and 4. He gets it going. He is one of our playoff drivers as well, coming in as the 15th seed. I am NOSSCAR CEO and founder Tyler McMurder, along with my in-race reporter, the former NOSSCAR Novice Cup Series champion, Alex Tesdall. He's also one of our playoff drivers, coming in as the 12th seed. Kick back, relax, grab a cold can of soda, and enjoy the show. It's round 29 of the 2023 Platinum Cup Series season, and the very first round of 16 playoff race. It's always an exciting time of the year. These drivers always come into these final 10 races with their very, very best efforts, their highest levels of concentration, and it's also the time of the year when most of these drivers actually get on the game more frequently to put in some practice laps to make sure they are fully prepared to take on the competition around them. They know 4 cars, 4 drivers will be eliminated at the end of each 3-race playoff round. Good run for Razor, running in second there. That's Connor Bolhue. And he's trying to run down your race leader, Harold Burden. They've kind of separated themselves from the rest of the group here. The draft is pretty strong on these restarts. They had a great restart and were able to put some distance in between themselves and the rest of the field. There is Aaron Garcia in the 24. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that Aaron is the one running in the 3rd position. It's Connor Brown in the 78 car running in 4th. The 16 is Angelo, your pole sitter, running in 5th. Trey Hollywood in the 20 is not on the lead lap. He's on fresher tires. He's already been to pit road. He's coming up to pass these 3 cars and hoping that when this all cycles out that this will give maybe the stage win to the driver of the 20. He's got a couple of stage wins this season, and he's got a race win as well. Throwing it down to in-race reporter Alex Tesdall. Alex, we were talking a lot about how amazing it is how many drivers have a win this season coming into the postseason. It's arguably the most competitive playoffs that the Platinum Cup Series is going to have to this date. Tell us what it's been like from your perspective out there now that stage 1 is done and we're midway through stage 2.
Yeah, it's a really competitive field out here. Everyone is definitely trying their best to get as many points as possible. And the car's a bit tight, but it's got decent speed in it, and hopefully we can, maybe make our way up towards the top 5 and snag a few points ourselves.
I'm trying to piece together the running order here a little bit. What position are you running in?
I am currently running in P8.
And 4 on that. And so you can see a little bit on your leaderboard. Who's running in 6th and 7th and 9th and 10th?
6th is PC, 7th is Juicy J, and 9 and 10 are Angelo and Blackcross.
Okay. So have Angelo and Aaron Garcia in the 24, have they been to pit road already? What's going on with them?
I believe they're trying to save fuel because it might be possible to make it.
Oh, okay, we'll keep an eye on this. Thank you very much for all of the information, and we'll let you get back to it. Good luck to you from here.
Thank you.
Looks like Alex is also catching the 18 of Jeffrey Robinson Jr. as well. That's going to be a battle for 7th and 8th as they run. There are cars out there evidently that are trying to save some fuel to make it to the end of stage 2 without having to make a green flag pit stop. Great notes and great information there from our in-race reporter Alex Tesdall to let us know that. And there's the battle for that 7th position. Alex Tesdall going to take it. Now, Connor Bolhue in the 19 is slow on the back straightaway. I believe he's just coming out of pit road, or he's making a pit stop this time by. We'll see. Looks like he's actually coming up to speed, so Connor Bolhue making a green flag pit stop, surrendering that 2nd place position. And now this will give the lead. Well, Harold Burton was already your race leader, but now there is absolutely no pressure at all for the driver of the number 12 Ford Mustang, Harold Burton. Still looking for that very first career NASCAR Platinum Cup Series win. Holds wins in the NASCAR Motormaster Series in the Xfinity cars and the Truck Series. He even holds wins in the NASCAR Legends Series here on NASCAR Heat 5, as well as a couple of series that we used to host back on NASCAR 15 Victory Edition. But never here, and he would love to change that. Chicagoland Speedways have had a number of close attempts and close runs for a victory this season. And this one could be his. The next car in front of him is the Canadian driver, Emily Sari. She made the postseason, comes in as the 14th seed here in the playoffs. There's her teammate, Timmy Brown, taking the 16th and final playoff spot to come on out here and have a chance to win the championship. Former NASCAR Outlaw Series race winner on Wreckfest, and he's won the NASCAR Brickyard 200 in the NASCAR Motormaster Series Xfinity cars back in 2018. Emily making a strong run around the outside there. She's going to complete the pass, and again folks, this is not too far in front of your race leader. It's about 2/3 of the back straightaway in front of your race leader. Alex Tesdall in traffic gives a bit of a nudge to the 16 of Angelo. Josh Colm-Diaz in the 9 car pulling up there with them. Josh, of course, the 2021 NASCAR Legends Series champion. 2 wins for Josh in that 9 car this season. Comes in as the 4th seed in the playoffs. Made the Final Four 3 different times in his NASCAR Platinum Cup Series career. He's hoping to make it again this year and capture that championship for the first time. And it's great to see Clinton Buchanan in the 47 car. Making a return to NASCAR. He's made starts with us back on NASCAR 15 Victory Edition, and he's made a handful of starts on the NASCAR Heat games over the years as well. It's been a little bit of time, quite some time, in fact, since we've seen him on the track with us. And it's great to have him back, having a good run. And anytime you're running right there with Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 18 and Connor Brown in the 78, and you're hanging with them, you're doing something right, that's for sure. Landon Jenkins coming off pit road. We'll throw it down to the in-race reporter, Alex Tesdall, driving the number 17 Ford Mustang. What lap are we on in this stage, and what's the running order look like to you now? Is everybody still saving, or have many cars pit?
We've got 2 laps to go in the stage, and the 3 cars the leader. The 8 second, myself 3rd, Angelo 4th, Black Cross 5th.
(10-4), thank you. So pit road now closed. We've got a lead change. The 3 car of Dustin Franklin is your race leader. Now he's slow on the back straightaway. The 77 car, Landon Jenkins, goes around the outside. Was that a lead change?
Nope.
Okay, let us know if it changes, because I don't think he's going to make it one more lap. The white flag is in the air. Let me know if it changes.
That's the end of the stage, actually.
Oh, is it? Is he going to win it?
Yes, he made it.
Wow, and he does. Dustin Franklin somehow, some way, just barely makes it to the end of stage 2. He wins the stage, gets a very valuable playoff point that'll carry over with him for as long as he continues to advance in the playoffs. It's his 5th playoff point of the season. Second stage win of the season as well, if I'm not mistaken, for the driver of the 3. How many cars on the lead lap, Alex?
14 or 13. Well, it will be 14.
Who's getting that free pass?
The 9 car.
This is wild. What a strategy call there.
The 47 stayed out. He takes the lead.
Uh-oh. Well, this is going to be interesting. It looks like he didn't mean to do it. I don't think he forgot to pit and hit the button there. Green flag is in the air. The final stage is underway. Who's going to lock themselves into the round of 12? Oh, Angelo wiggled and came up into the side of Jordan Roughton in the 8 car. They all wiggled. They were nearly 4 wide for a moment. They went 3 wide there for a bit for sure, and now back to 2 by 2.
And we got a yellow.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. I don't see any problems. It looks like it was involving Timmy Brown in the 13 and Rush Downing in the 7 car. Damage to the front end of both of those Chevy Camaros, and that'll bring out a caution here in the final stage. How many laps to go for us, Alex?
51.
And now the 47 car is on pit road, and he was when the caution came out, so he's not going to go a lap down from this. So he's going to be able to stay out under the caution, and anyone who decides to pit, I'm pretty darn sure the 47 is going to start in front of them if he decides to stay out. So he could
got really lucky.
Yeah, he could take the lead legitimately here, but I think he decided to pit again.
78 stayed out and took the lead.
Actually, I don't see the 47 at all on the racetrack anymore. We might be down a car. The green flag is back in the air. Connor Brown, the new leader. One win for Connor this season. 11 playoff points coming into this race. 3rd seed driver. Alex Tesdall got squeezed in the wall by Landon Jenkins a little bit to stop a 3 wide move, and they're 2 by 2 still through 3 and 4. Another 3 wide deep in the field, bouncing off each other a little bit. Josh Colm-Diaz in the 9 car getting aggressive, and they're still making some wild moves. Everybody driving hard into these corners, trying to grip the bottom. The 16 slid up into the 24 car. Aaron Garcia is going to lose a number of positions here. They freight train him as he's stuck on the outside. Aaron, the number 1 seed, 10 wins so far this season. A grand total of 70 playoff points when you include the bonus 15 for winning the regular season championship. 2 years in a row he's won the regular season championship here in the Platinum Cup Series. Now he's got a lot of work to do. Connor Brown and Landon Jenkins have driven away from the field a little bit, working together nicely. Harold Burden, Angelo battling side by side for 3rd and 4th. Jordan Roughton going to the bottom now of Angelo. That's for 4th and 5th. Harold's going to drive out of there with 3rd. Dustin Franklin and Josh Colm-Diaz trying to work together on the bottom to make short work of the 16 as well. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. and Trey Hollywood up next. And it's only happening to Angelo because he doesn't have as much draft help. The nearest cars behind him aren't necessarily glued right to him, and I have a feeling, just based on what I've seen so far, that the inside line is the preferred line when trying to make a pass. And we're getting a report. Aiden Cody in the number 53 Chevy had some power issues at his home right when this race was about to begin. He is the 5th seed playoff driver, and he was unable to attend the Windy City 400 here at Chicagoland Speedway, but he will be here later tonight for Richmond and the Charlotte Roval. And now big issues there for the 77 of Landon Jenkins. Coming out of turn 4, found the outside wall. Not only is he going to lose touch with his teammate Connor Brown, but he's going to lose second place and drop all the way outside the top 5. He's going to slide in line in 6th place, just in front of Aaron Garcia and just behind Josh Colm-Diaz in the 9. He's the meat in the Timac Motorsports sandwich here. Old Pluto Racing, Brett Baker Racing, Rockstar Racing, 1, 2, 3. Another Rockstar Racing car running in 4th, Timac Motorsports car in 5th, and a Bold Pluto Racing car and Timac car side by side for 6th and 7th, and then the first Juicy J Motorsports Toyota in line is the owner himself, Jeffrey Robinson Jr. running in the 8th position, Trey Hollywood his teammate, another Juicy J car running in 9th. They're all chasing Connor Brown, who's out there looking to punch his ticket into the round of 12. Wouldn't need to worry about Richmond. Wouldn't need to worry about the Charlotte Roval, though he's always competitive on the road courses. And he came in as the 3rd seed in the playoffs, so he probably felt pretty darn good about his chances advancing to the next round based on points, even if he didn't park in a victory lane for one of these 3 races. But certainly a win would help him huge, go a long way, and it would also give him 3 more playoff points that would also carry over with him throughout any rounds that he continues to advance through. Let's throw it down to the in-race reporter, former NOSSCAR Novice Cup Series champion Alex Tesdall, driver the 17, just drove his way back inside the top 10. Alex, how many laps to go? How does the car feel?
We've got 38 laps to go. Car feels really good. We got speed. Just need to find a way to get some track position.
On my monitor here, it looked like you had actually driven into the top 10, but now that I'm looking again, yeah, it doesn't look like that's where are you running? About 12?
13th right now. Got shoved out of line.
Your car's got speed. Hopefully you can get back up there in the draft with them. Draft seems to be a pretty big factor here so far in this one. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
It's getting wild and dicey for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. There's a 7-car group here that were working together to try to run down the leader, Connor Brown, but now it seems like they're going to war. It's on. They want these points. They want to advance to the round of 12, and every driver in this group is in fact a playoff driver. Highest running non-playoff driver is Connor Bolhue, and he's running in the 10th position in the number 19 Juicy J Motorsports Toyota. Angelo, another non-playoff driver in the 16 Chevy Camaro, running in 11th. Look at the lead Connor Brown has worked and built on all of these drivers here, and it's growing rapidly because they're battling for these positions really aggressively, and I can't really say that I blame them either. It's the playoffs. It's championship mode now. But at the same time, yeah, it looks like Connor Brown has really checked out and given himself a nice buffer here, a nice cushion.
The draft is really powerful here if they were to line up and, try to run them down.
I agree, and there's a car now that has worked his way towards the front of this group that might be able to lead that charge and make it a whole lot easier and more effective, and that is Aaron Garcia, the driver of the 24, 10 wins this season, number 1 seed, 70 playoff points. All he really needs to do is show up and get a decent finish to advance his way through these rounds. It's how strong of a regular season Aaron Garcia has had. He is now running in third. And if he ends up working his way around the three of Dustin Franklin, he might be able to lead this train of cars running second through back to eighth, and they might be able to work their way closer to Connor Brown in the 78 car. And now he might have, I feel like he might have heard me. he let the 24 go. The rest of the line of cars got a little bit out of shape, but other than that, it worked out to perfection. The only thing is Josh Colm-Diaz in the 9 car lost a couple of spots, went from about 4th or 5th back to 8th, and this allowed the 20 of Trey Hollywood, 16 of Angelo, and the 19 of Connor Bullhue to gain ground on this group, and they're almost within striking distance of being in their draft. And Emily Seri in the 62 car is right there with them as well. This is getting exciting. There's a lot on the line here. A win locks you in. If they think they can catch them, they're going to work together because they all want to get there and then battle it out with amongst themselves later for the win instead of for second. But if they don't think they're going to catch them, they're just going to start battling whenever they think that they can. Dustin Franklin making a move on Aaron Garcia for second, just in front of the group that we're watching. Josh Colm-Diaz going to lose a spot there. Jeffrey Robinson Jr., Trey Hollywood, Angelo, Connor Bullhue, they have caught this group in front of them. Emily Seri is doing everything she can to stay with them. And I think she's with them. I think the only 2 cars left on the racetrack that are no longer in the draft with the groups that we're watching, 3 of them actually, Alex Tesdall, Timmy Brown, and Rush Downing. The 47 of Clinton Buchanan is off the racetrack and done for the day. And how many laps to go, Alex?
29 to go.
And everybody's going to need to pit once from here, right?
Yes, one stop from here.
And it's going to be a pretty... I feel like you're going to have about 20 or 18 laps to go when you all need to pit. So I feel like it's going to be mostly green flag, 4-tire pit stops.
Yeah, probably. I mean, the window opens this lap if anyone wants to jump it, but that's pretty early.
Gonna get interesting, more and more interesting the closer we get to those checkered flags waving. Connor Brown, Aaron Garcia, Harold Burden, Dustin Franklin, Jordan Roughton, your top 5. Landon Jenkins, Jeffrey Robinson Jr. working together there as a tag team, running 6th and 7th. Trey Hollywood in the 20, Angelo in the 16, Josh Colm-Diaz round out the rest of your top 10, and they have Connor Bullhue right there with them running in 11th. Alex Tesdall has gained a couple of positions since we last spoke to him. He is now running in 12th with Emily Seri in the 62, working right there with them. And if they can work together, and if the group in front of them continues to battle the way they are, they might be able to get in their draft. And now the race leader is on pit road. Connor Brown, pitting pretty much as soon as the window opened, like Alex Tesdall, the in-race reporter, was talking about. Now this hands the lead over to Aaron Garcia in the 24.
This thing stays green. That might be the winning strategy since you already had a comfortable lead.
I agree. And now he's going to be faster. And we saw the speed difference earlier in this race when Trey Hollywood came up on a group of lead lap cars. Those 3 lead lap cars he came up on were drafting together. and Trey Hollywood was not drafting with anyone, and he blew their doors off. So this might be the race-winning move. I couldn't agree more. There was another car, it looked like slow on the, yeah, Josh Colin-Diaz in the 9 car. He's going to surrender a top 7 or 8 spot and come to pit road. Rush Downing in the 7 car is going to follow him. Alex Tesdall and Emily Sari have caught the draft with Connor Bullhue in the 19, Angelo in the 16. Now there's a lot going on. Now we have a new race leader, Harold Burden in the 12 for Brett Baker Racing, back out front. I mentioned earlier, folks, Scott wins in multiple different series here in NASCAR. He's raced with us for over 5 years. Comes into the playoffs, the 7th seed, but with no wins. Looking to change that here tonight. 9 drivers who made the playoffs came in with at least 1 win. Harold would love to be the 10th. Surrenders the lead back now for the time being to the 24 of Aaron Garcia. There are advantages to riding behind the leader. You can save fuel and save tires that way. Make a run on him again later. Dustin Franklin in the 3, running in 3rd, doing a great job as well. And now here comes the 24 of Aaron Garcia to pit road for what could be his very last pit stop of the race. Angelo spins and hits the inside wall, coming to pit road. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. came to pit road as well. He got a little bit sideways, I think, as well, but he didn't quite get as sideways as Angelo did, and Angelo completely lost control there. Tough break for the pole sitter of this race. Came in with a strong chance to win the Windy City 400 and spoil the party for the playoff drivers. Connor Bullhue in the number 19 Toyota coming to pit road as well. This leaves the lead for now to Harold Burden in the number 12 Ford Mustang. And I think he might have just signaled that he's coming to pit road this time by Dustin Franklin. The car just behind him. Oh, there was a little bit of contact there between the two. And it looks like they're both going to come to pit road. They are at the exact same time. Dustin Franklin, Harold Burden, and also Trey Hollywood in the 20, making their last pit stop of the race if this goes green the rest of the way. Timmy Brown in the 13, the former Brickyard 200 winner, another playoff driver coming to pit road as well. He's run most of this race in and around the 12th to 15th place positions, looking to rebound here in this last stint. Throwing it down to the Embrace reporter, Alex Tesdall. Who do we have scored as the leader as of now?
The 8 car, but he's just now hitting the pit.
There he is, Jordan Roughton. Jordan has an NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series win in his career, but no wins this season. He's had a couple of really strong runs and a number of stage wins. Just can't seem to get the finishes that he deserves at the end of some of these races. His strong
12 cars
suit
in the
is
grass in 1 and 2.
certainly the mile and a half. And we're getting a report, yeah, Harold Burden, you're right, through the grass in turns 1 and 2. And that is a heartbreaker for a driver that had a great chance to win here and capture his first career Platinum Cup Series win. Oh man. And that's kind of the way it's always went for him, and it's a shame. He'll even tell you everything going his way and it's right there in front of him, and then something like this happens. Sometimes it's completely out of his control, and this one might have been as well. I didn't see how it started, but nevertheless, he went through the grass there, lost control, and he's going to lose a ton of ground to the cars that he was battling amongst for the lead. Who do we have as the leader now, Alex?
78.
And how many laps to go?
17.
There he is, Connor Brown. 16 laps to go now as he hits the start-finish line for your race leader, looking for his second win of the season. Aaron Garcia in the 24 pit a few laps later than he did. He's running in second, but he is a huge distance back, and I don't know if he's going to have enough time to run down this number 78 car. There is Aaron Garcia, 22 career NASCAR Platinum Cup Series wins, 10 of them this season. He doesn't necessarily need this win to advance to the next round. It's just all about records for him at this point. And Dustin Franklin scored in third in the number 3 Chevy Camaro for Rockstar Racing. Not too far behind him, Jordan Roughton in 4th, Landon Jenkins in 5th, Jeffrey Robinson Jr. running in 6th, and they are working together along with Josh Colm-Diaz in the 9. And if they can continue to work together, they might be able to run down the 3, and who knows, they might get to the 24 as well, but they're running out of time. There's 14 laps to go. They might only get to the 3 car of Dustin Franklin.
Draft is strong, but I don't know if it's that strong. It may take a yellow to get that 78 car.
I agree. Trey Hollywood there running in 8th. Connor Bullhue in the 19 car running in 9th. Alex Tesdall rounds out the top 10. Sorry, folks, I got a call. And let's throw it over quickly to Alex Tesdall. Let's reset a little bit here. How many laps to go, Alex?
It's going to be 11 to go when the 78 car hits the line.
And the gap between Dustin Franklin and the group behind him is not really shrinking at all. In fact, it's kind of stabilized and staying about the same. Dustin might be safe to finish in 3rd, and that awards another playoff point. 3 playoff points for the race winner, 1 for 2nd, and 1 for 3rd. And then, of course, they get their regular points as well. Rush Downing goes spinning through the grass on the front straightaway. Saves it and gathers it back up. He's in complete control of his car again, and he's going to keep rolling. We stay green. Good battle there inside the top 10. Josh Colm-Diaz, Trey Hollywood side by side for position. These drivers doing a great job going around the slower car of Rush Downing. The top 10 have worked their way through. And now here comes Emily Seri in the 62 car. She's running in 11th, looking to do the same. 10 laps to go. Connor Brown looking strong here. The gap
9 laps
is
to go.
9 to go? Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be close. The 24 is closing, but I don't think he's closing quick enough to make a good enough charge and be there in time before the race is over. And a great battle here. Jordan Routten in the 8 car, Landon Jenkins in the 77, Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 18. I think they know they're not going to catch the 3 of Destin Franklin and battle with him for 3rd and that final playoff point of the race. So I think that they're just going to have some fun with each other here and try to get as best a finish they can to make their moves late in this race and give their opponents no time at all to try to make a counter move. They're kind of just riding here until they try to make a move. Here goes Landon Jenkins and 77 car. I thought there was going to be contact, but there wasn't. He's still down there. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. was working with him. Now he jumps to the outside and works with the 8 car. He's going to pass the 77 car. It's a high-speed chess match, and every point counts. Every point matters here in the playoffs. We're nearing the end of the Windy City 400, round 29 of the 2023 NASCAR Platinum Cup Series season, and the very first round of 16 playoff race. And it's looking like it's going to be Connor Brown in the 78 car. He started deep in the field, outside the first 4 rows even. How many laps do we have to go here, Alex?
Got 3 to go. It'll be 2 when he hits the line.
And like I mentioned, I knew it was going to be close, but I don't think the 24 is going to get there, and I don't think he's going to have enough time to try to pass him, even if he does get there. 2 laps to go. The gap is under a second. He is almost in his draft. Both of these drivers having a great battle in the early portions of the season in the 2022 DLC Next Gen cars on Wednesdays in the Legend Series. The white flag has been shown, and they have found each other again here for the very first playoff race of the 2023 Platinum Cup Series season in these OG, I guess you could say, Cup cars from the 2020 version. Down the back straightaway for the final time and into 3 and 4. Connor Brown's not going to let him get close enough. The number 1 seed, Aaron Garcia, is going to have to settle for 2nd, and Connor Brown wins the Windy City 400 at Chicagoland Speedway. 2nd win of the season. Locks himself into the round of 12. And now he does not need to worry about points for Richmond or the Charlotte Roval later tonight. What a race. Destin Franklin's going to finish in 3rd. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. might have been the one to finish in 4th there. They were having a great battle. Jordan Routten and Landon Jenkins, they battled hard there for 4th, 5th, and 6th near the end. Alex Tesdahl rebounds for a top 10 after losing the draft early in the final stage and had a bit of nose damage. And congratulations to Connor Brown. We thank everybody who tuned in here for round 29 of the season and the very first playoff race for the 2023 Platinum Cup Series season. We are not going to have post-race interviews for this one because we're going to get right to the next one here at Richmond and keep the show rolling here on Monday night. Congratulations to Connor Brown. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. We will see you at Richmond.